Man, what's happening, everybody? If it's your first time tuning in to Beyond the Game, you already know who it is. It's your boy Q Walker, aka Nephew Q, Shannon Sharp's little nephew. And then over here, I got my guy Ralph, Paul George's biggest fan. Go and say something to the people real quick, Ralph.
What's up, bro? I'm just happy to be back, man. We here, man. Monday, let's go.
Been a long couple of days. Like I said, before we got on here, brother been working. Charles, you can attest to this. Hey, this child supposed to be having his foot on the brother's throat. So I
Boy,
Lord,
boy, yeah, if you don't work, hey, listen, if I ain't
Q.
working, I definitely ain't gonna be on this show. 'Cause I'm gonna be behind somebody's bar. That's just gonna happen.
man,
Y'all ain't gonna never see me. I'm gonna be a legend.
I'm trying to tell you,
I
bro.
thought we was gonna have a good show today. Don't
But
start
we
off
are,
like
bro.
that.
But
Let's
I'm
not
kind
We
of
start off
are,
like that.
we
That's
are.
depression for me. That's depression for me. I don't like
Ralph,
it.
we did this. Ralph, it's just reality, man.
Yeah, I know
It's
it
just
is.
reality.
It really is,
It ain't
sir.
depression. It's just reality.
It is what
It's
it is.
it's
trying to get these
reality
extra
that
points.
it's reality that these judges are 100% against these males. It's absolutely no sense. Uh, oh, man.
I was gonna let you cook. I was gonna let you keep going.
Oh
Nah,
man.
nah, nah,
He
Oh man.
said, nah. But anyways, man, we got the legendary B legend who for everybody if it's your first time tuning in. Like B legend is LeBron James is like you can't say nothing wrong about LeBron to B legend. Like that is his guy, ride or die. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
For the people
yeah.
tuning in.
He plays for the Lakers. So because he plays for the Lakers, I support him 100% because he plays for
This
the
guy.
Lakers. Outside of that, I mean,
Mm.
I start with a T, end with an H.
Oh man, but let's get on into the proceedings of today's show. The Milwaukee Bucks are up on the Phoenix Suns 3-2 with game six being tomorrow in Milwaukee Bucks house. Milwaukee came back, they was down 0-2, came back, won three straight games. So Ralph, I'm gonna throw the floor over to you first, man. Do you think the Suns will come back and win this series?
Because I picked the Suns to win the series, I have to say yes.
You don't have to.
You don't have
Right.
to.
I'm gonna stick with them. I'm gonna stick it out. But do I honestly think that the Suns will win the series? No. Um, I think even if the Suns throw their best punch at the Bucks, I still feel like the Bucks have the better team. As long as Middleton gives you 20 to 25, Drew Drew Holiday gives you 20, and Giannis just does what he does, the Bucks are gonna win. It's that simple. It's in Milwaukee. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of set in stone what's about to happen. It's about to
Mm-hmm.
be a celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis deserves his flowers. He's played
Mm-hmm.
great in this finals. He has
Mm-hmm.
truly lived up to a superstar name. If it wasn't for Giannis, the Bucks would not be in the finals. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, I'm still keeping hope for the Suns, but I honestly don't think the Suns are going to do it. I think the Bucks are going to finish them next game tomorrow.
I mean, there's only one guy on this panel, and I wish Hot Dog was on here today, who has been riding with Giannis since day one. But I won't throw no names out there.
That's cool.
I won't throw
That's
no
cool.
names out
Toot your
there.
horn. Toot your
Yeah,
horn.
you know what I'm saying. But Giannis has been my guy. B, you think the Suns
Nah,
will come back and win this series?
man, I have no idea, man. I don't know what the hell happened. I mean, Monty Williams is such a he's such a good inspirational coach. I just
Yeah.
don't know what happened. Like,
Yep.
where was the adjustment? I mean, they lost three straight. Now, the thing is, they had that game going into the second quarter. I think I heard that they were outscored from the second quarter to the end of the game, something like 80 something
Yes,
to
sir.
50 or something like that.
Yes, sir.
Uh, just, I mean, like everybody that plays Giannis knows how to defend Giannis. So what happened? Like, and that's what I don't understand. I just don't understand. Now, what I do understand is partially why they lost that game on Saturday night because they went against everything that they normally do. They didn't play team ball. They just went
Yep.
Devin Booker,
Yep. 1-on-1 isolation.
I
Devin
like
Booker,
it.
and that's not gonna happen. Like, I mean, that clearly that hasn't gotten you to where you were. So why would you do it now? So, I mean, if they continue on that pace, they don't have a chance. They don't have a chance. Chris Paul turning the ball over like he has, is that because Chris Paul is hurt, or is that because Drew Holiday? Which one is it? Or is it a
Drew.
combination of both?
Drew's throwing
I
that
would say it's
body
a
up.
combination of the both. I would say it's a combination of both.
Yeah,
But
I gotta
we
say
don't
that.
make no excuses about being hurt, so we'll just say it's a combination of both of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a combination of both because I'm gonna give Paul a lot of credit, man. That dude, he don't turn the ball over like that. But you got to give Drew credit as well. He's been playing, he's been balling, he's a great defensive player. But I'm shocked that Phoenix is in this situation. I figured it would be, Phoenix would be up a game going to Milwaukee. Milwaukee
They should be.
would go to game 7, in Phoenix is what I thought. Unless there's some major adjustments, I just don't see. Now, Rap, I don't agree with, most of the stuff that you said about you being this magnificent player and all that.
I didn't say magnificent. I said he's played great.
Whatever
I
word
said he's
you
played
want to
great
use.
in the finals.
No. We're going to roll the tape back. You said something I did not agree. It may not be magnificent, but you said some spectacular word, something that made him look like he was something else. And he's not. I mean, all I'm saying, right, he's played great. I'm not saying he's played great. I'm always partial because this dude, he's shooting free throws better. But dang it, he ain't got a jump shot. He can barely shoot free throws. So I'm not going to put a guy like that in the Super
I am.
Like
We got
Ben
to.
Simmons superstar stats. Yeah.
Man, I got an interesting question. Now, Ben Simmons is a glorified role player.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, you get paid millions upon millions. Hey, D, how you doing, brother?
What's up, brother?
Anyway, I'm just saying, you get paid millions of dollars, just like Giannis, just like Ben Simmons, right? You get paid all this money, right? So I'm just saying, you can't hit a free throw, you can't even touch the rim. But he's hitting them now. He's hitting them when they count. So, but at the end of the day, man, I'm gonna roll with the Bucks, man. I think the Bucks are gonna pull it out. I
don't like this. I don't like everybody going for the Bucks. I need everybody to go for the Suns.
Wait a minute. I would prefer for the Suns to win.
Absolutely. Don't get it twisted.
I just would prefer for. Actually, you know what? That's not true. Somebody asked me the other day. They said, "Who would you want to win?" I said, personally, I don't give a damn who wins because I don't like neither one of them. So it really don't matter to me.
You're right.
But if I had to pick a team, I'm a Sun. But I don't even want them to win. So I really don't give a damn who wins. Fuck it. I don't care.
I wanted to see CP3 getting one, but I just don't think they got enough, man.
He's the player in the league. The players don't even like CP3.
I know you're right about that. You're right about that.
You know what DeMarcus said to him? He said, quote unquote, I don't lie, but DeMarcus said to him, we don't F with you.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see what Chris Paul said to him?
Allegedly. I don't think he said that.
You don't think so?
Okay. My dog got my apologies.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dan.
What did you say, Ralph?
We can't say it on.
No, it was something to the effect.
He told him that he was
Go ahead.
He told him he was like a bum ass, N-word, and told him something like how his son got a larger bank account than he does, or something like that.
I'm about to find it. Hold on, man. Somebody posted it in the group. Let me find that. Yeah, hold on, man.
He went disrespectful. They say that's why Pat Bev shoved him after he hurt him.
Cool.
That
ain't cool at all, man. Y'all can't be going at people's kids like that, man.
Okay, I found it. I got it right here for you, B. Allegedly, Chris Paul said, "You bum ass N-word. That's why my son got more money in the bank account than you'll ever have." And then, of course, DeMarcus Cousins was on the bench, and so that's what made Pat Beverly shove him in the back. That's allegedly, what was said.
Yeah.
That's next level petty for sure.
For sure.
Now I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm surprised DeMarcus didn't choke him out.
Me neither.
That's why I don't think he said it.
I'm not talking about on the court. I'm talking about after the game.
Oh, yeah.
If that's real, I'm surprised DeMarcus didn't choke him out. DeMarcus was
Yeah,
choking
that's
him
why I don't
down.
believe it. DeMarcus don't seem like the type of cat that's just gonna let something like that slide and not say
Let me tell you,
something or do something or whatever. Like, nah, he
Yeah.
don't he
man.
don't strike me as that type of cat.
The only
Let me
reason
tell
why I
you
think
something, man.
he might not have done it is because DeMarcus is on his last leg with teams. He
Yeah,
don't know
that's
when he's
true.
gonna get the next opportunity.
Well,
That's
that's
true
true
too.
too. That's
That's
true.
true.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
If he does that, he ain't getting no more chances.
Nah.
DeMarcus, let me tell you something. DeMarcus can tell you. You call kids like that, I'm telling you, D, he would choke them out. I'm telling you.
You gonna choke him
That's
out?
he would have choked him out. I would
Yeah.
if I was a betting man, he would choke them out. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Yeah.
But anyways, man,
But
let's get back to the
anyway,
Suns.
that's neither here nor there. Yeah, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, so before I let Daniel cook on this, I'm gonna say no, because I feel like the Phoenix Suns gave the Bucks their best shot the last two games, and it still got them nowhere. If you look at all the percentages, man, the Phoenix Suns should be up 3-2, or maybe even this might even should be over, because they're shooting better from the field, they're shooting better from the 3-point percentage, they're shooting better from the free throw line. The only thing that's killing them is the two things that kills all teams:
Rebound.
rebounding and turnovers. Last game, I think they had like 17 turnovers. No, I'm sorry, they had 11 turnovers or 8 turnovers to the Milwaukee Bucks 11. They supposed to win that game, but the mere fact that the Milwaukee Bucks out rebounding them, I mean, you ain't DeAndre Ayton can't be the only guy down there reading. Jay Crowder can only do so much. He's
Yep.
what, 6'7",
6'8".
Come on.
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm
Maybe
saying?
that.
Like he can only do so much. So without them hitting the board, you got Brook Lopez, you got Pat Connaughton coming up getting rebounds, you got Drew Holiday, you got Chris Middleton, you got Giannis. It's just too much on the boards. And as Pat Riley says, no rebounds, no rings. So I just don't see. I really just don't see. Like I said, Devin Book had back-to-back 40-point games, even though he had the crucial turnover almost at the end of the last game.
Yeah.
They have given the Bucks their best shot the past two games, and the Bucks didn't flinch. So I just and the Bucks are at home, where I think the last time they lost was in April. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say the Bucks close this thing out in 6, and then me, Daniel, B, we up at Deer Park. Ralph, you can't go because you're
That's
not.
cool.
We
I'm not.
gonna be up at
I'm not.
partying in Deer Park. But Daniel, you think the Suns come back and close this thing out?
Only way they're gonna do that is if D Book puts up 40 and Chris Paul goes for about 30, like he did in Game 1. Other than that,
Hold on. Let me ask you this real quick: Do you trust Chris Paul to give you 30 though?
I do, which I don't understand why they haven't done this. They got to take Chris Paul off of Drew Holiday.
Yes.
He's too big, and
Yep.
it's tiring him out. Put Mikal Bridges or somebody on him, or maybe just keep Mikal Bridges on Middleton and move. I mean, if it's me, I'm putting Chris Paul on somebody like PJ Tucker.
Yep.
Even though PJ Tucker's bigger than him, nobody's worried about him going for 25. That way he can go do his thing on the other end. Maybe they'll cross match on defense, but he will be less tired. He can do his little dribbling because Chris Paul's not athletic. He's not fast.
No.
So it's all, deceleration and acceleration is his game. So he'll have more energy for that. But if they don't do that, unless all of a sudden Jay Crowder hits like 7 threes, or Mikal Bridges played good last game, but he just didn't do enough. Or maybe what's his name? Justin Jackson, maybe he goes for 25. If that don't happen,
They talking about Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson.
Yeah.
I'm not a North Carolina fan, so
it's all good. We let that pass. That's all good.
my apologies. But yeah, if that don't happen, I just can't see it. I mean, it's hard when I was watching Colin earlier. It's hard when you got somebody like Giannis that even if you build a wall, he's going to try to force his way in there. And a lot of the 50-50 calls go his way, especially at home. I saw something where it said, I think it was like 60-something% of the calls go the home team's way in the playoffs. Oh my God, what's his name? He played with the LeBron for a minute, but he was irrelevant. He was a bench player, but he was talking about that as well. So, I mean, if Giannis can barrel in, knock you over, he gets the N one because he gets the layup. I mean, it ain't really much you can do. There's nothing. It's a lot of plays that should be play-ons based off, playoff physicality, where Aiton's getting a foul and he's barely even touching Giannis. So, I just don't see it. They might have like a 20% chance to win, but it's all but over. Really, they tricked it when they blew Game 4. I think the series was over at that point.
Yeah, I'm right there too with you, Daniel. Like, and that's why I said the Phoenix Suns gave him the two best shots these past two games. And I mean, if it was Game 5, I think they should have won because it was 120 to 114, and then the Suns made a run and they had the momentum, and then that's when Devin Booker had the turnover, and then it was all downhill after that. So
they should have won Game 4 and 5. The only game the Bucks blew them out was Game 3.
They were up 10 in the fourth.
Yeah, so they should have. Yeah, they should have had.
They were up 7 in Game 5.
That's what I'm saying.
In the fourth quarter. So they
should have won 4 and 5. Yeah.
So
but to that point about Drew, Chris Paul. I mean, offensively, if I'm let's do him just like they do the Bucks. We're just gonna put him in pick and roll. Let's put Chris Paul in the pick and roll.
Drew Holiday's beating him up down low, like he is bodying.
That's what I'm trying to say. If you try to put
on offense,
on offense, what I'm trying to tell you, if you put him on, if you put him on Tucker, have to pick and roll with Drew Holiday and get and then punish him. Just beat him up all night. Just beat him up.
Yeah. That's basically what they started doing. They started picking up Chris Paul 94 feet and like you said, tiring him out because I guess they figure, okay, we got multiple bodies that we can throw. We got Drew, we got Chris Middleton, we got PJ Tucker. We can tire Chris Paul out, and then what's your alternative? Chris Campbell?
Nope.
We'll take that.
Part of it is Chris Paul just not being aggressive, looking to pass.
That too.
What's his name made a valid point earlier. Marcellus Wiley. He said the problem and why people feel like Chris Paul's playing so bad because in the finals he's averaging 21-9. And I think he's averaging 3 turnovers a game, which is Chris Paul like. But that's Chris Paul's career like 18-9 guy. So he's playing better than what he averages. But when he gave you that game 6, 44 points against the Clippers, and then he gave you the game 1 finals 33 points, people are expecting to play like that every game, and that's not him.
That's not him, yeah.
But see, that goes back to your point about him being more aggressive. If he's more aggressive, not saying that he'll have the 44-point outburst, but he'll be closer to that 30 that you was talking about.
Right.
But like you said, so if Chris Paul is looking to be aggressive, does that take Devin Booker out of his rhythm?
I would say somewhat, because you're going to have to run more pick and roll.
So then if that happens, then you got Devin Booker out of rhythm, so you relying on CP3 to beat the Bucks.
That's the issue you got.
I think they're doing it. I think you have times that Devin Booker could get his, but Chris Paul ain't on the floor and vice versa. But
I feel like Devin Booker's a volume shooter though. Like he needs the shots in order. I mean, outside of the other, I think it was game 4, he had 40 on 28 shots. But normally, like he's a volume shooter and he needs the ball to get a rhythm going. And if Chris Paul is taking the shots, then what's they gonna do? What's they gonna do for Devin Booker? But anyways, the Phoenix Suns got into the NBA Finals. A lot of people feel like it was from luck because every single round they played against a team that had somebody injured, whether it was the Lakers and AD and LeBron, and then the Nuggets with Jamal Murray being hurt, and then Kawhi being hurt in the Western Conference Finals, and now they're running up against a team that's relatively healthy. So a lot of people feel like they got lucky and backed into the finals. So, fellas, I ask y'all this question. Do y'all feel like, hold on, let me get this up real quick. Let me get this up. Do y'all feel like injuries are the biggest reason the Suns are in the finals? Ralph, go ahead.
I'm not going to say that's the biggest reason. I do feel like injuries played a major part in them getting to where they are as far as in the finals. I mean, look at the first series against the Lakers. I think the whole crew said that if AD was fully healthy, that we all feel the Lakers would have beat the Suns. So we have to say the injuries played a part in them having the success that they've had. But you got to give them credit too. They still had to go. They still had to ball out. Not saying they played the perfect game, but they did what they had to do to win those games. So I would say that, I don't know what percentage you give the injuries, but it's definitely played a major part in why they got to the finals in my eyes.
Be Legend, what you think?
Well, I mean, if you really want to be keep it real, then absolutely. I mean, because I don't think, well, I don't know. The Lakers is always a crapshoot anyway, healthy or not, because you just don't know what you're going to get, what you would get from them offensively. So I'm not saying that even though we all picked the Lakers to win that series, I don't think that. I just don't know if Phoenix would have beat the Lakers if they were healthy. I mean, because just like we talk about punishing CP3, and LeBron and AD gonna punish those guys. So.
Mm-hmm.
So do they get out of the lake? Do they get out of the first round? Maybe, maybe not. But then moving forward, absolutely, I think the injuries have something to play with it. I mean, I just don't think if all these teams are healthy, I'm not sure if Phoenix can get there. I just don't. I don't buy that. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just I don't know, but I just don't buy it. No. So I think the injuries do have something to do with it, in my opinion.
I'm gonna say yeah as well, because you can go back and look through every NBA Finals just about, and you're gonna see injuries happen to every single team at some point in time. I liken this back to the I don't know if y'all remember this, the 2015 Warriors, where that first round they played against the Pelicans. Drew Holiday was hurt; he didn't play in Game 4. And then the next round, who they play against? The next round they played against the Memphis Grizzlies. Mike Conley was hurt. He didn't play the first game, but he was hurt throughout the rest of the series. Yeah. Of course, everybody knows what happens in the Cavs series. Kevin Love and Kyrie wasn't there. So if we going, if we're not going to say anything about the Warriors getting to the NBA Finals and Steph Curry not really going up against a formidable point guard, then we really can't say nothing about Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns making it to the finals and not really facing anybody of any kind of merit or anything like that. Even though Ralph, this is your squad, as you turn to the side like that, even though this is your squad, man, I'm gonna say no, because injuries are just a part of it, man, and they reap the benefits, because at the end of the day, they still got to go out there and win 4 games.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
So although the teams that they were playing didn't have their marquee player, they still had to go and execute and win, because if they lose, Ralph, what's going to be the narrative? Man, they didn't have Kawhi, y'all still couldn't beat them.
Yeah, absolutely.
They didn't have Murray, y'all still couldn't beat them. Same thing for AD, so they still had to go out there and win the game. As we bring Daniel back on here, Daniel, we talking about your Phoenix Suns and your Phoenix Suns and your point guard, CP3, and do you think injuries are the biggest reason why the Suns are in the finals?
I mean, honestly, I feel like injuries are the biggest reason both teams are there. But we won't get here into that. We know about the Nets.
Hello. I didn't even bring that up, but you made a great point right there, Daniel. I forgot all about the Nets. I forgot all about the Nets.
This is almost like we watching the consolation finals. But
you're right.
But yeah, honestly, like I said, I thought with the healthy LeBron, which LeBron was probably 85, 90% at the most. He wasn't 100 probably, as he would say. I don't know. Nobody's 100% after they have an injury.
Don't start, Daniel. Don't you start.
Hey, I'm not going into details on that. But we know Anthony Davis was not 100%. So they might not even win that first round series. Second round?
No, it was first round.
Was the first round? Okay, yeah, they might not win that first round series. I still think, the only reason why I think Jamal Murray makes the Nuggets win 2 games, the only reason I don't think they win that series is because it's not the bubble. I just don't think Jamal Murray was going to be that guy to start scoring 45, 55, 53, whatever he was doing. I don't think he was going to do that again. So I think it would have been a better series, 6 games instead of 4. But then again, Clippers, if Kawhi plays, we know Clippers are in the finals. It went 7 games without Kawhi. So I just think, it's funny because me and his name usually on in the sports group is Ray Gibson, but Dre Kelly, we both said this. We were like, everybody's on this Chris Paul train, but the Suns really aren't like that. They're just healthier than everybody. We said that, I don't know, a month ago, and now you're starting to see it. I think that the Bucks are just better than them. The Bucks are like top 2 defensive teams in the league, so
for sure.
That's just nothing that you can do. And I saw something earlier today where the average height and weight of the Bucks is 6'8", 239. The average height and weight of the Suns is 6'6", 215. So They're just bigger, longer, stronger.
Yep.
So they just outman, and they have more depth. I mean, the Suns really only go about 7 to 8 deep. You can really play about 9 guys for the Bucks. So
if you really wanted to, if you really got they really could stretch it out. But man, before we get into the next subject real quick, I want to bring up something to everybody who's been hitting me up, asking me about this. Man, we got a brand new show that we about to bring to people. It's called Spoken Minds with Chris Jones and Ike. It's going to be a show that combines entertainment, comedy, sports, even though both of them don't know what the hell they talking about unless they talking about Tampa Bay Bucks. But other than that, neither one of them know what the hell they talking about as it pertains to sports. If you don't believe me, man, check out this promo right here.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy, your favorite slam, Big Boochie, GGE's own. And I'm here to tell you about this new show, Spoken Minds. You really want to tap in. This show's covering sports, comedy, entertainment, and all the latest news. Hosted by my boy, Ike Byrne and Chris Jones. I'm telling you, you're gonna want to tap in. Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's coming straight at you. Spoken Minds. Big Boochie out. Gang.
Man, so be on the lookout.
That show is gonna be nuts, bro.
Warriors comedy, man.
Can I ask one question?
Go ahead, Chuck. Go ahead.
Who's Big Boochie?
That's a rapper here. I think Daniel might know him better than I do, but he's a rapper here in Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh, okay. I never knew who you were.
But before we get into that real quick, I'm gonna bring this guy onto the show to help promote Spoken Minds.
What's up, my guy?
I go step into the building, man, and tell the people who are watching and tell the fellas as well a little bit about Spoken Minds and what it's gonna be about.
Well, Spoken Minds, man, it's like we said, sports, it's entertainment, comedy, and we came up with the name because we're gonna speak our minds. We don't care what nobody say. We unapologetic. We're gonna say whatever we say, and people have to deal with it. But man, it's a good show, man. Me and Jones, we work well together, so we're gonna be laughing and stuff. He says the most ridiculous stuff ever, so it's gonna be crazy. I'm thinking most people are gonna tune in because of me. Nobody really wants to see Jones for real. Like I'm Batman, he's Robin.
Got you. So you more like LeBron and he's MJ. Got it. We got it, man.
Don't you start. Don't you.
LeBron.
We're not doing this.
Thank you, Ike. Appreciate it, Ike.
Well, man, I was just saying, we getting a lot of LeBron and MJ love. We ain't gonna talk about Space Jam today. Like I told people on the thing, I'm all Space Jammed out, bro. I'm talking about that. But hey, Ike, man, you want to stick around and kick it with us for a little bit, man?
Hey. Before you get to the next subject, I'm gonna say, I don't know who's gonna have it worse. Me to deal with Jones, or Legend having to deal with Pete.
I got Pete. Don't worry about it. I got Pete.
I don't know, Joe. Legend, because this dude picked the New York Jets every single week, even though he knew they didn't have a chance, bro. So I don't know, man.
Well, it ain't gonna change. He's gonna pick Seattle
every single. But at least Seattle has a puncher's chance in a lot of these games because they got, but they man, he was picking the Jets every single damn week, bro. I don't know.
It'll be interesting. I mean, he's 2 years off of picking, man. So you don't know what this dude's gonna come up with this year, man.
He got a lot to get out. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he gonna come with some outlandish stuff. There will be no research involved.
No,
there will be no knowledge base.
Pick with your heart, man. Pick with your heart.
Yeah,
that's where the phrase came from. That's where that phrase came from. Picking with your heart.
Picks. It's gonna be Petey's picks, man. So if you're watching that show and you're really trying to get some information, man, you may want to pay more attention to me than Petey. Petey's gonna take you over there somewhere where you may not want to go because you may not come back, because if you're putting any money up, you may lose everything.
Right.
Bet. So,
man, yeah, man.
But I'm gonna tell you,
I don't know, man. That John action. You know what? Q.
Mr. Guwap himself.
You may want to take them two fools and put them two fools on the show. That would be out of control.
Ridiculousness.
We wouldn't be able to get an accomplishment, bro, because it would be nonstop foolishness all show long about random nothing.
I think that our two shows can do a cross show one time. All four of them together do like a little cross show.
Oh, we wouldn't get nothing out. We just,
just let them talk.
So outlandish. We'd be speechless.
Speechless the whole show, bro. Speechless the whole show. But speaking of speechless, man, Team USA, they lost 2 games last week, or the last 2 weeks. One was to Nigeria, the other one is to Australia. So before we get into it, man, the USA roster also made a couple of adjustments. Bradley Beal had to leave because of COVID protocols or whatever. And Kevin Love, he had a calf injury as to why he had to vacate Team USA. Man, this team was constructed poorly in my opinion altogether. But anyways, so I'm gonna ask the fellas. I sent y'all the link earlier. I'm probably gonna send you the link so you can look at it too real quick. Who would y'all add or replace on Team USA? Ralph, go ahead.
Can we start with Zion Williamson, bro?
Okay, go ahead.
Can we start there? For me, Kevin Love should have never been on the team, if we really want to be honest. For me, Draymond Green, I probably wouldn't have put him on my roster. So for me, it definitely would have to be Zion. Honestly, I would like to see Trae Young on the squad. You might not need another shooter, but I think Trae Young would fit great with the squad. And those would probably be the 2 people that I would add most. I'm really not too sure about Zach LaVine. I think he's in the health protocol right now, so I don't know if he's going to be traveling with the team to Tokyo. But those are the 3 players that I probably would have took off and had to rearrange something because I definitely wasn't feeling those picks.
Hold on. So you said Draymond Green. Who else?
Kevin Love.
And Zach LaVine?
Zach LaVine, bro.
I don't know, bro. I kind of like that Zach LaVine pickup.
I like LaVine too.
I do like that because he's not really going to want the ball. Anything he gives you is going to be, bonus. He's out there for athleticism on the wing. So I kind of like the Zach LaVine pickup. But for me, before I let the rest of y'all cook, a couple names I thought about. One was Seth Curry. I feel like he's a little bit better defensively, and he can shoot the ball as well. So I would have taken him into consideration. Of course, the Zion thing. Instead of JaVale McGee, I would have went with Jarrett Allen because Jarrett Allen is the reason why Andre Drummond and JaVale McGee got traded from Cleveland to begin with because, they needed to get him more playing time. So I would have went with Jarrett Allen to replace JaVale McGee. I would have went with Seth Curry to replace Sheldon what's that boy's name from the UK?
Keldon Johnson.
Keldon, bro, get his name right.
Yeah, whatever that boy's name is. Keldon Johnson. Also, I would have thought about Fred VanVleet. He's an aggressive point guard as well that can get you buckets, play defense. He'll play his role. But instead of Keldon Johnson, one guy I would have reached out to that you can get the same value, better value for is Jimmy Butler. I would have reached out to Jimmy Butler and replaced Keldon Johnson. So my pick would have been Seth Curry, Jarrett Allen, and Jimmy Butler for my squad. You take off Draymond Green, JaVale McGee, and of course, Bradley Beal. But Daniel, who you got, man?
I definitely would have thought about Fred VanVleet. Carmelo Anthony, of course, all-time leading Olympic scorer. Who was my big man? You could go either way. I like JaVale McGee's activity. I mean, he's literally out there for defensive purposes, but he's better than Draymond Green as far as rim protection. I like that. I personally, like I said, I like the Zach LaVine pick. He can shoot. He can guard the perimeter. He's athletic. Who else? I mean, a lot of these guys turn the opportunity down. I mean, you could have got somebody like Paul George. But all in all, I was not that worried about the losses. I mean, you got to get chemistry together. Now they're blowing teams out. The games don't even count yet. So, but for me, those few guys that I named, I might have forgot one. I think I had one other guy in mind, but I can't remember who it was. Jimmy Butler. he would have helped you out too. He's same type of way as Levine to me. He doesn't look for the ball. Anything he gives you is extra. He just out there to play defense and really be a team player. So it would help. Because this is more of a team game, not an isolation. You don't want Kevin Durant to have to score 30 for you to win in these games. So,
Be legend. I know you really don't like Team USA. I think where you say you was born from, Nigeria or whatever. But anyway, Be legend, man. Who would you like to see on this Team USA roster?
Man, as crazy as it sounds, because I don't know all the people that turned it down. I mean, I have to assume they're not on there. They had to turn it down. I guess Donovan's hurt, so I guess he couldn't play.
The players who really couldn't play because of injury. Yeah, Jaylen Brown, of course, LeBron, AD. Let's see who else: Kyrie Irving, Donovan Mitchell, Victor Oladipo. These are people who were, final. James Harden.
Yeah.
But some of the names. Let me throw some of the names out there for you for the finalists: Harrison Barnes, Malcolm Brogdon, Jimmy Butler, Mike Conley. DeMar DeRozan, Montrezl Harrell, Tobias Harris, Gordon Hayward, Dwight Howard, Brandon Ingram, and everybody else is pretty much injured.
See, I would have took DeMar DeRozan over Levine, man.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, man, I would have took this, and I know this gonna sound crazy.
I like Brogdon.
So just get prepared when I dropped it. I mean, why wouldn't you take Paul George?
You say, why would we?
Why wouldn't you?
Oh, well, maybe Paul George didn't want to play because of what happened the last time he played for Team USA.
That's true.
Is that what it was? Okay.
That is true.
Okay. All right. Well, I forgot about that. Yeah, I guess that is. I mean, actually, I just think the team is trash, man. I don't know who I would replace. I probably replace half of them. I just think they trash. But I guess you gotta put somebody on the team, I guess, to go over there. But I'm gonna take it a different direction because the people. I don't think there's enough people to replace who I would want to be replaced. Zion Williamson, okay, that's fine. I mean, that's because of Zion. I mean, it ain't got nothing to do with the skill set because he just ain't nothing but a big bowling ball that just go around and bounce off people and dunk the basketball. Ain't no skill set to it.
So you're saying he's trash?
I'm not saying that. I just think that if he don't lose no weight, he's gonna get injured at some point.
So you're saying he's just decent?
I think he's cute.
I think he's
come on, bro.
I think he's a decent ball player, man. I think he's good, man. I've been consistent. I haven't deviated from my thoughts with Zion. I've always said that he's just big and he needs to lose weight. I've never deviated from that.
You did. You said he was trash too.
You see this D? You see how he tried to throw me under the bus?
Hey, man. If a man's in top 10 in scoring, he does need to lose weight.
I would throw Zion on there. But I got to be honest with you, Rap. I don't understand the Kelvin Johnson pickup. I
don't either, brother.
I do. Greg Popovich.
Well, yeah. I mean, other than Pop,
I don't either.
I think that you could have got some other people out there.
It's like having two Draymond Green.
I would have liked to see Mike Conley out there. I think that would have been good to have Mike Conley have a true point guard out there. I think that would have worked. But Draymond, I don't understand that. I think Draymond gets what he gets based off his reputation and the fact that he's a 3-time champion, so he's gonna get what he gets based off of that.
Hold on, we put some respect on that man's name. He said he's the greatest defensive player of all time. That's what he said, not me.
He was smoking on that Zaza too.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, but we all know that's foolishness. So I mean, why would we even go through all that? So, but I'm gonna say this: I would not be surprised if this USA team loses, which would cause all type of rip tides and tidal waves and everything if they lose. JaVale McGee, my goodness. When that came across my screen, I didn't know what to say, man. I'm just like, JaVale McGee has gone from being on
Jack in the Food
to now he's an Olympian. I mean, What are we doing here? This is what we resorting to.
It was a desperate move. It was
that's one hell of a jump, B. That's one hell of a jump to go from
this is what you know what I'm saying. This is what we had. We said that we ain't got no more big men out there that can play the game.
No. Dwight Howard was the person I left off.
I would have been crazy enough to put Dwight just because I like his edge. Yeah. You know, because you don't need him to do anything but rebound and
that's pretty and protect the rim. Yeah.
You don't need him for points. You got all them other killers out there for points. Yeah. So why wouldn't you go get that guy? Well, for some odd reason they choose not to get him. So I don't like the way the team's put together. It wouldn't surprise me if they lost.
His team is put together because of Greg Popovich. This looks like something that he would want to put together as far as the roster.
I don't think so, man.
I do.
I think Pop is too smart for that, man. I think his back is against. I think they ain't got nobody.
That's true.
But they don't have nobody. If we're talking about big men, they don't have nobody with a big name that's from America. But you do have players like the Dwight Howards, the guys that come in and do the dirty work and play their roles. I just don't think Pop likes Dwight Howard or those type of guys for real, to be honest with you. And that's why I think he kind of molded this team to his personality instead of what a team should look like to compete against the rest of the world out there. And that's probably why we lost the first two games, because in my opinion, we just didn't have no leadership. It's just that we didn't have no leadership in front to have that guy to be like, okay, go back to the 08 and 12 Olympics. You had Kobe Bryant who went to Coach K. We got enough scores. Give me the toughest defensive assignment. That's who I want. That sets the tone. MJ and Scottie Pippen back in '92 set the tone defensively. The first
you got leaders. Who? Draymond's your leader.
That's the
problem. That's the problem.
No damn Draymond.
Let's be for real though.
Champion.
This
he's
team
a
is still good enough.
Champion. That's what he is.
Well, okay. Well, KD is your leader.
No, he's not.
That's why they lost.
He doesn't want to be the leader. That's the issue. He's just the best.
This team is still good enough to beat everybody. They just have to play together. That's all it is.
We gonna get into that, Daniel. But go ahead, Ike.
If you got a guy on your team that got a rat tail, you.
I agree.
That's the kind of guy you want. You don't know if he did a prison bid or what. That's who you want. He's willing to kill for you. Patrick Beverly, for instance.
Don't lose. You got a guy with a tail.
Yeah, you got a guy with a tail. You dusted for Lou. And speaking of, who got a grill out there?
JaVale.
Oh, I didn't know he had a grill.
He's all over the place.
I actually didn't know he had a grill. Damn, I'm late, but you know.
And he got 2 left feet.
That's why when we get to these teams, I'm trying to tell you, it's going.
Hey man, put some respect on JaVale's name. That's 2-time champion, man.
That's called luck of the draw right there. He was on the right place at the right time.
Right.
Now, I say this, Ralph. The first Warriors championship, he played a pivotal role. The second one, not so much. Not so
pivotal.
Much. Yeah.
He was averaging a double-double.
Yeah, that first championship, he was a starter. So I give him props for that one.
But pivotal is a strong word. That means he was a Steph or he was a Clay. I don't know.
I mean, you a starter. I mean, you a starter on a NBA final team. You played a pivotal
I'll put it to you like this. He did a lot more than PJ Tucker's doing.
Well, come on, PJ. That's not.
I don't know, because PJ Tucker, he done shut down KD. He's doing a great job in the NBA Finals right now.
He always take a chance.
Do we have a mute button for
He always want to take a shot, bro. Always. Always, bro.
Can you give me a rundown of the roster after the changes?
So after the changes, hold on, let me get the roster real quick. So the roster right now is Bam.
Oh, that was the other guy too. I don't want no Bam.
Bam and Dwight pretty much the same guy to me, but I mean that's neither here nor there. But you have here's the roster. You got Drew Holiday, Zach LaVine, Bam, Bradley Beal. He left, but they replaced him with Keldon Johnson. Then you got Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, Damian Lillard, Kevin Love, but now JaVale McGee and Chris Middleton.
You want me to say it for you? T ends with an H.
No, I don't think so. Because you got to think, you got Devin coming, you got Chris Middleton coming. You can't say
do you think they'll come though?
You don't think so?
They're coming.
Why not?
I think Devin definitely.
They'll be there.
But I'm gonna tell you what hurts them, man. They're not good defensively.
Yeah.
They need Drew Holiday to come quick.
Yeah.
They're not good defensively at all. Where's Randall at? Why ain't Randall on the team?
I don't think he should.
From the report I read, they was in the Team USA. Whoever does the decision making, it was between Randall and JaVale McGee as far as who they was going to get the spot, and they went with McGee.
He's a bigger body.
I would have
rim protection.
Yeah, he's longer, bro.
Man, McGee might block a couple of shots, but Randall can block shots, and he can come out and guard you on the perimeter, and he can give you buckets.
They don't need no scoring.
They need rebounds, man.
I said he can give you buckets.
Yeah, you're right.
I think overall he's a better defender.
Oh yeah,
more than just rim protection.
Yeah, that's true. I think they was thinking about rim protection only though. He's just a 7-foot guy. Wingspan, can get rebounds, block shots.
Not only does he block, but he alters shots too.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know what they was thinking about when they put this right. Like, what direction? Like, what identity do they have? Like, what type of team do we have? Are we a jump shooting team? Are we a slashing team? Are we a defensive team? Like, what's the identity of this team? I have no clue. I really don't know.
I think what it really tells you, if you really just step back from it, is just the evolution of the game, right? So in the U.S., you're looking for guys that are, 6'8", 6'9", 6'11", that can shoot the three, and dribble and that whole nine. Yeah, there are no, big men, in the U.S. game anymore.
True.
Versus over in Europe, it's completely different. They have big men. They play in the low post. Those big men can shoot shots, shoot threes and everything. So they do both low post and they can shoot outside. So America has gone away from that. It's all about who can shoot the three, who can pull up at half court and hit the three, whether you're 6'2" or whether you're 7 foot. It's all the same thing, right? And so now when you come into, Olympic play, you ain't got none of those guys. None of those, you have no low post guys.
Well, we had one. He's just hurt, AD. But he's hurt.
I mean, but again, AD.
We putting all our money on
No, I get what you're saying, B. That's the only guy we have versus international.
What was AD doing the season? He didn't want to take his butt down in the block. He don't want to play the 5. He want to shoot. He want to shoot threes. So it just validates my point. AD don't want to go down there and bang nobody. But you're gonna watch this Olympics, and you're gonna see those guys out there. Them Serbia, Australia, all them dudes, man, they're gonna be banging. They're gonna be banging them boys down there in that box.
So we got banned for.
I know what's wrong.
Stop it, kid.
Go ahead, Ike.
Chris Jones put this team together.
Chris Jones and Pete both put this team together. That's who put this damn team together.
If Pete was putting the team together,
it wouldn't be no UK players on there. That's for sure.
No,
I'm glad y'all brought that. I forgot Jason Tatum is on the team as well. I forgot all about Jason.
Well, somebody brought up the legitimate point, right? So when you look at the makeup of this team now, if you had your LeBrons, your ADs, and all these guys, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Of course.
Right.
I mean, so you just got to call it for what it is. I mean, you're just taking a piece here, a piece here. You're just trying to throw something together. And I don't think that people are looking at it from that perspective. They're just trying to say, okay, this is Team USA. We're NBA players. We're supposed to go dominate. Well, you ain't got technically all the top players in the league, that's playing.
True.
I mean, think about it. If you had Steph, if you had Clay,
Harden,
James Harden, you had AD, you had LeBron, you had all these guys. That team would look completely different, and you'll be like, "Oh, this is nothing. We're gonna go ahead and blow this out."
It'd be 2008, 2012 all over again.
I mean, and that's not gonna happen this time. KD's gonna do what he does, but that'd be about it.
I wonder if LeBron's presence would have just helped this team. If he may not have played a lot of minutes, but just being out there, if that would have.
I feel like Melo's time would have mattered more.
Mm-hmm.
It's Space Jam time, man.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
The Olympics, baby.
We ain't doing that.
I get it.
I'm not doing it. I'm just saying it's Space Jam time. He promoting the movie.
I get it.
Well, he's living it up for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like Melo's presence would have been meant a lot more because, there's the stigma of, Olympic Melo. So players is like, man, Melo, he got, 3 or 4 medals. Like y'all said, he's the all-time leader in points, probably rebounds, everything, every statistical major category. Melo's leading it, so I think his presence alone would have done it.
But Melo can't do it, man. He got another set of twins, man.
Yeah, that he got overseas. I mean, they overseas too. I mean,
they over with him.
Lee, man, he got that Lala over there. He like, that's what I tell you, man. That's why I say you get all that money, man.
He said, man, I don't want the fake body, man.
Yeah, man.
I don't want no Lala, man. Y'all can lust over Lala. I got this on over here. He just
plus every time you turn the TV on, she's in a sex scene. He probably tired of
that. hey, Dave, there's a reason for that. She trying to let dudes know, hey, Melo ain't hitting the right.
I'm out here.
But anyways, go around the horn real quick. Is Team USA good enough to win the gold? Ralph, go ahead.
I believe so, man. I think that they'll find a way to pull it off. So they still got Dame, they still got KD, they still got Tatum. They have some good players, but they're gonna have to figure it out. Like Ike said, defensively, they definitely gonna have to start there.
So let me put this up here real quick for those. This is the rankings, the FIBA rankings. You got Australia ranked first, Spain second, USA third, Nigeria 4, Slovenia 5, 6, France, so forth and so on. So just to give the people an update, we actually third as far as power rankings to start the FIBA.
That's what happens when you take them losses, man.
But I expect them to finish no worse than third. I said that on the sports group 2 weeks ago or a week and a half, whatever. So I think they're good enough too, but will they? We don't know. But it's looking like they're starting to click. They got a little chemistry. As a coach, I just don't know how you go, well, damn, Bradley Beal's sick. Keldon Johnson.
No. bro. Even as a UK fan, I was like, "What the fuck?"
I mean, he did go out and ball though. In his defense, he did go out there and hoop.
I mean, he's a double guy.
This is Team USA. It's Team USA, y'all. We not thinking Keldon Johnson.
He was like, okay, who can we get? All right, let's get Keldon Johnson. That's who we need right now. Like that was your first option to go.
Don't even worry about it, y'all already got him.
Go ahead, Ike.
I said when they announced that, I was like, shit, I might have a chance.
I was like, bro, they just letting anybody on the squad. Ike, man, do you think we got a chance to win the gold? You think team's good enough to win the gold?
I think they're good enough to, especially when they get Book, Holiday, and Middleton. If they still show up, we don't know.
Might do that, J.R. Smith.
They get them three, they definitely could.
Yeah,
man. If whoever wins the finals, the loser, I ain't showing up. So if the Suns lose, if I'm Devin Booker, I ain't coming.
I ain't even gonna front you, Q. I'm right there with you.
If I'm the Bucks and I lose, if I'm Chris Middleton and Drew, I ain't coming. I can't make it. I can't make it. I'm good.
I'm right there with you.
I'm petty, bro. We just lost the finals, bro. Y'all want me to come? No, I'm good.
Not right now.
The only way they'll win gold is if somebody cuts off that damn rat tail on Jimmy.
They ain't cutting that off, bro.
That's for life.
1, 2, 3. So I was looking at, the top 4 teams that I just showed y'all, every team has at least 5 NBA players on it. So although USA might win it, they got their work cut out for them. I was looking at Spain's roster. And out of their whole roster, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys who either playing in the NBA or have NBA experience. And the same goes for Nigeria. I looked up their squad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 7 guys, include Jahlil Okafor if he decides to play. They have NBA experience. Same thing with
Okafor ain't gonna make much of a difference, but I hear
Big Job better get on out there and get him that old 16 a game.
France, they have 6 NBA players on their roster. So although I think Team USA will ultimately end up winning the gold, they ain't going to be tough.
It's going to be tough. Wait a minute. Well, let me answer this question. Do they have the ability to win? Yes. Will they win? No.
You got Team USA losing? They ain't getting the gold?
That is correct. I'm gonna be that guy on this show to tell y'all that it's not gonna happen.
Come on, man. You just got to root for your country, man. It is.
It's not that I'm not rooting for the country. I think Ike makes a very, very valid point. Like, you all are looking at it from the standpoint that they just going to go out there and just outscore everybody. But when you playing teams like, Australia, you get when they go and they play that boy, Luka, when they play them, I'm telling you, man, them boys coming to play. And you're going to have to be able to play some defense. Yeah. I'm telling you. They ain't got no they got Dre, and I'm being serious. They got Draymond, defense player of the year, whatever he is, or whatever he got going on. used to be. You got JaVale. I mean, who else is playing D? I mean, who else is playing D?
Holiday.
KD.
I was gonna say KD.
Hey, fuck that, man, please. I'm not rolling.
See, it ain't me. It ain't even me.
I mean, I know.
KD plays some D.
He does play D.
Now he does.
No, I mean, and all I'm saying is I just think that, they got the firepower to win it. Yes, they do. Do I think that they will? No, I don't. I think they're gonna blow it. I think they're gonna blow it.
I can't fault you for that, man. I really can't.
I'm a root for them, but it would not surprise me.
I don't like the team. I'm gonna get that out.
I mean, when you get and I hate to keep doing this because I think the guys are really a decent ball player. But when you get to the point that you are putting Keldon Johnson on JaVale McGee on the Olympic team.
Yeah.
Zach LaVine on the Olympic team.
Thank you.
Bam Adebayo on the Olympic team.
I said the same thing.
I'm not saying that these aren't good basketball players. That's not what I'm saying. But when you get to that point that you got to pick and you got to grab all these guys, I just don't know how that works. The other side to this, which is a really, really big key component, is continuity and chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
These other teams have it.
Yes, they
These
do.
guys have played 4 or 5 games together. Now you're gonna bring Drew, you're gonna bring Booker, and you're gonna bring Middleton in, and they ain't played 1 game with these guys. I'm not saying they can't play together. I'm just saying there's a lot of different things. There's a lot of signs that say they could potentially lose. And so I'm just saying it would not surprise me if they lost.
That's why I said the losing team. I'm not coming. You want me to play? I just lost to this dude in the finals. Let me come hoop with him. No, bro, I'm good. Man. I mean, think about Kobe and LeBron. How many of them dudes that they didn't beat? They had to come over there and play with them. Come on, man. But I'm saying they didn't have to play each other in the finals and then 3 days later go play with each other in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? They at least had a month or so to let it digest. But I just lost to you 3 days ago. And I gotta come hoop with you.
No, sir.
You're not doing this.
Come hoop. You gotta come hoop with me, man.
Bro, listen.
It's like KD, man. I love the game, man.
Give me a Slovenia jersey. I'm gonna hoop for them.
I can't let you just group JaVale McGee and Keldon Johnson with Zach LaVine like that either. Zach LaVine, I got your back, bro. Y'all not
Look. I think Zach is a decent ball player.
I'm not saying he's way better than them. Come on, be for real.
No. Just because I grouped them together, you think I'm saying they're all the same? I'm not. I'm just saying that. For example, let's go back to it. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. So out of those 3,
I just wanted clarity. That's all.
I know, but out of those 3, you're not going to take Zion?
Absolutely.
No, I'm definitely taking Zion.
No, not you, Dang. I'm just making a statement. I said those 3, but I'm coming back and saying, you're not going to take Zion? It just doesn't make logical sense, and I just think because of how they just picking and choose, they grasping for straws at this point.
I told you,
they probably wouldn't let Zion go. They like, nah, we ain't got time for you to get hurt.
And Pop,
that's probably true too.
I don't think Pop even thought. I don't think anybody on USA Olympic Committee. I don't think anybody thought that they would have these many guys that are injured. Look at all those guys that are injured.
Yeah,
they never thought that. They so they just trying to. They reaching. They just trying to put something together. Oh, the other guy. What's his name that you didn't mention? Q. Jeremy Grant. You didn't mention?
Yep.
Oh, Jeremy Grant. Yeah, I forget. He's been. So is this KD's second Olympics or third? I can't remember. I know he's played in 1 already, but I can't remember if this is.
I want to say second.
But I think he played in the World
12, 16, and it should be his third, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
12, 16, and this is a replacement for 2020.
Okay.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. If KD would have turned this down, we'd have been in a whole heap of trouble.
Yeah.
We would have been a whole heap of trouble.
I think you're still in a whole heap of trouble.
Coach Legend out there.
Who's your point guard?
Dame.
Who is the point guard?
I gotta go. You gotta go with Dame.
Think about.
They don't have a real one.
They don't. They have a point guard. They don't have a facilitator. So I guess.
Okay, who's your point guard?
Dame, I guess.
It gotta be Dame.
Drew.
Really? That's what. You see what I'm saying? Why would you take somebody like Mike Conley?
I would have rather took Malcolm Brogdon.
That's
Honestly.
what I was gonna say. I'd rather have Brogdon.
Okay, Malcolm Brogdon. Whoever. Why wouldn't you take a facilitator?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel you on that.
That's Greg Popovich, man. This is the team he wants.
And it's surprising because Greg Popovich, he always uses a facilitator, right?
Get Chris Paul out there. I mean, he ain't gonna win a championship. He's out there to get a gold medal.
I thought Chris was going, but even if I believe that even if Chris did win, and he said that he would commit to go, I don't think he would go because he's too beat up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Chris is done. Chris
He's trying to get 3-4 more years out that body.
Oh, he got about 1 or 2 maybe.
Well, insiders say that Phoenix ain't gonna pay him that money.
What about this comment real quick before we move on to the next topic? What about Westbrook?
Yeah, see, that's the dude right there. That guy, that animal right there. That's what you need.
You could use him, I guess. You know, I ain't a Westbrook fan, but you know, he'll wear them dudes down.
I just like his ability to attack the basket. He's definitely gonna do that,
and he gonna play defense.
Yeah.
Is he really the facilitator you need though? And that's crazy. I have to ask that, but I just don't feel like he's really like setting people up.
Yeah.
It's kind of like at the last second, oh man, let me dump this.
Dump it off. Yeah.
I was laughing because if they add Westbrook, KD gonna be like, oh damn, here we go again, man. Damn,
so here's my question. So do you take Dame?
Hey, hold on.
Ja, I do like Ja. I think Ja.
That's what I was saying the same thing.
Didn't
he did what? He might have turned it down. I'm not for sure.
That's what I heard. I went.
Yeah.
Or did he play for another country?
No, I think
he's from here. He's from here.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I mean, Bam from here, but he could have.
I didn't get the Bam. I thought Bam was from a different.
If your
country.
parents was born from a different country,
he could have played for Nigeria.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he could play.
Same thing for DeAndre Ayton. He's from Bahamas.
Joel Okafor too.
So I think that's where they got him playing at.
Okay.
But anyways, all right, man, let me ask you this question while we got you on here, my guy. Tom Brady, the report came out that he played all season with a torn MCL in his knee. So are you impressed with the way Brady played last season, even though he had a torn MCL?
Torn MCL, great MCL, it don't matter. Look. I wore this just for the topic.
Talk to him, Mike. Talk to him, Mike.
Just for the topic.
Is that why you wore it?
All right, Mike Evans.
So I know everybody on here is a Bucks fan this season. So especially Ralph. Ralph, how impressed were you that the fact
before you get to Ralph, if he really did play with for the entire season, and he's healthy now, we running it back. On the bike stand.
He's cussing. He's cussing. But hey, Ralph, man, how impressed are you with the fact that Tom Brady played with a torn MCL all season?
I'm not getting into this foolishness with you Bucks fans. Listen, now all of a sudden we want to give him some more flowers because he played with a torn MCL. I don't want to hear the foolishness. I don't want to hear it. I don't even know if it's true. Go to the next person.
It was from 2019.
Daniel, go ahead.
Bro, you talking about he played in the Super Bowl in 2021 and he had a partially torn MCL from 2019.
That's how we go, baby.
That's about as bad as when Jameis Winston was going to the national championship in 2014, and they brought up him stealing crab legs in 2010.
Come on, man.
I mean, I get it. Y'all won, bro, but come on, man. I mean, it should have been healed by then.
B, go ahead, B. What's your take? Go ahead, B.
Oh, my take?
Go ahead, man.
Well, my take on it is
bullshit.
I'm trying to figure out if what's going to happen if Aaron's going to come to camp or not.
Trade him. You should know that's your son.
I'm not doing this with him. I'm not.
I like where he's going. Can we let him finish?
Him and his brother been talking, so I'm just trying to really figure out that whole dynamic. And I think that would really answer a lot of questions about the NFL and the things that's going to happen moving forward. So I think we should really be happy that training camp's open, and I'm really looking forward to the beginning of the season.
Absolutely.
Pat Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers need to get in there early because I gotta beat both of them. So I mean, it is what it is. On a torn MCL. So that must mean Pat Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers is trash, bro.
I mean, I was answering the question about the beginning of the season.
Absolutely. Because what you brought up was not a topic, Q.
The only way Rodgers could have a chance to beat Brady is if he meets him before the NFC Championship game. Because we know if Rodgers gets the championship game, he's gonna do what he always does.
Well, I think Aaron did a tremendous job in the Capital One in the Boston game when he beat Brady. So I think that he's going to take that momentum into the season, use that motivation as well.
I like your attitude.
So I think that getting prepared for the beginning of the season and all the teams coming to training. I'm really, and I'm also really looking forward to seeing Trevor Lawrence and how he plays. Now, even though I think Irvin, I don't think they're going to do much, but I'm really interested in a lot of the quarterbacks this year. So I think that couple weeks, everything. What'd you say, Ike? I'm sorry.
Championship game was on Rodgers. The reason they lost.
Yeah, I mean, I think dating back to the AFC and NFC, championships game. I think Mahomes. I think he did a fantastic job. That year when they won the Super Bowl. I think Aaron Rodgers was the MVP last year. I think he did a phenomenal job as he led his team with only one receiver. So I think they're gonna be back and be ready to battle this year. So
we're not entertaining the foolishness. It's okay.
I feel you because the Rams look good this year. So.
I agree with that, man. I'm really encouraged by I really
the Rams look good.
I want to see how Matt Stafford fits into that, man, with that arm that he's got, man. Because I think the Rams offense is gonna put him in the top three quarterback in the league this year.
So what's gonna happen, brother? What's gonna happen when the Bucs play the Packers? What's going to happen in that game, Chuck? Watch it.
So I think going back, I think that since the Packers are in the NFC North, I think they got a good chance to win the NFC North.
They might not even win that.
I think that the Rams, I think the Rams, I think they got a good chance to win NFC West too. But I think it's going to be between Seattle and the Rams. I think in the AFC, what are we looking at? We're probably looking at Baltimore and
not the Chiefs
and the Chiefs. I think that's what's out there. And I'm gonna miss something. Denver will be around, but I don't think Denver's gonna do too much. But
we're gonna be there. Don't worry about it.
Don't forget the Bills, man.
And I think out east, we gotta think about the Bills. I think down south, man, I'm really interested to see what Miami does. But other than that, I think that's good enough.
Legend. Did you just say Denver?
All right.
No, I said Denver. I said that's Ralph's team, but they're not going to do anything.
Oh, okay.
Okay, man. Listen.
And then but I'll be interested to see, Jacksonville and Miami. But other than that, man, I mean, there's no other teams out there.
It's for Ralph. I thought he said Denver. I was going to say, man, that's like bringing Elton Johnson to USA.
Hey,
you gotta give me more credit than that.
I was about to cuss you out, Ike. Don't you do that, bro.
Hey, y'all got dishwater, man. Y'all fight for a wild card spot.
Hey, can I ask y'all a question?
8 to 9 wins.
Ralph, plus you better not let my boys run it back, because if they run it back, me and you are gonna be in Miami together.
It's cool.
And you would have to hear it from me.
I know. Hey, but I got a real question for y'all, real quick. What's worse, this Bush story that came out about Tom Brady, or LeBron James trying to promote his liquor at the game against the Bucks? Why
we gotta talk about LeBron? What he got to do with anything?
He had the bottle on his leg.
Come on, bro. What's worse? Come on, bro. I just had
an Well, I think the answer to that, Ralph, is I think that we really got to pay attention to how Green Bay deals with.
Absolutely, I get it.
Because you got to remember that there's no ownership for Green Bay; it's owned by a community of people. So I think we got to really see how that really plays out.
I get it.
And how they negotiate that deal with Aaron Rodgers. Is he going to sign for 1 year to do a long-term deal? So I think if we
Aaron
do that,
Rodgers to be a Bronco, but
thank you. Woo, somebody say
and that could happen, Ralph. That could happen.
Aaron Rodgers said it's not about money, so
it don't matter if they sign him or not. They not gonna win.
They not.
All right, chill out, bro.
Really not.
Green Bay had a decent draft, though. They had a decent draft. They drafted defensive players, so it helped them out a little bit.
They winning if he goes to Denver.
Oh
because
my God, bro.
they are choke artists.
So we're just talking about that. We were just talking about the headlines. The headlines going into the season.
Aaron Rodgers fits right on in with him. Then.
Well, I'm just saying. All we were talking about, me, Q, and Ralph. We just talking about the headlines going into the season. That's all. That's all we were talking about.
Okay.
Well, we don't know how this thing's going to play out, but those are the most important things going into the season.
Oh man.
Quick hitters real quick before we get out of here because B Legend has lost his damn mind. If Giannis ends up winning a ring this week, is Giannis the new face of the NBA? Ralph, go ahead.
No, sir.
Nope. No. What about you, Daniel?
I think they've been trying to make him the new face because LeBron's on his way out. No.
KD's right behind him. KD's what? 14, 15, 14 seasons?
He's right. He's upper.
Yeah, so
KD's 31, so
KD got what, maybe 4 good years?
Well, I think he might be about to turn
at least 4 or 5.
Got at least 5 left, so nah.
He's a shooter, hope not so anyway. He'll be good.
I don't want to see a Westbrook type player be the face of the NBA.
I do. I can't wait for it. I want it. All right. If Giannis wins a ring, is he the new face of the NBA?
No.
B?
Not to me. I know LeBron's on his way. KD's don't got a few more years left, but you still got Steph. I think some of these younger guys is going to take that spot. I think you look at people like Luka. Trey.
Yeah. I think that'll be it for 2 or 3 years.
Man, like you look at some of them guys, man, they on the ride.
Absolutely.
Giannis is having a great series, a great finals right now. But when you still got somebody like Middleton, some people like every other game they say Middleton's the best player on the team. He can't be the face if some people are thinking that. I don't think Middleton's the best player on the team. But
no, that's that fool. I'm gonna channel my inner B Legend. That's that fool Kendrick Perkins putting that bullshit out there, telling everybody that Chris Middleton is the Batman of this team, and then Chris Middleton goes out and scores 5 points while Giannis scores 40. Like, nah, bro.
He's the most skilled player on that team, but he ain't the best player.
He's not. I think the only skill that he has over Giannis is his shooting ability.
He's shooting. That's it. That's it.
I mean, he can get to the cup too. I don't like, how I feel about this middle. So, but I can't help but give him credit for what he's done because he's hitting some Kobe-like shots. So
that's what I was getting ready to say for everybody who's tuning in right now. What Daniel was talking about, how you feel about Chris Middleton, is that right now Daniel has Chris Middleton in his top 5 all-time shooting guards right now. For people who are
look, right? one more postseason run like this, and my guy's gonna be the face of the NBA.
Who's
that?
PG-13.
Oh my God! No.
Hey, wait a second. Daniel might have just.
That's how my guy is.
Wait a second. Legend agree with it. Daniel might have just took the top spot over Jones.
I know that was a bold statement right there, bro. That's a real bold statement.
One more playoff run like this.
I thought he was about to say Devin Booker.
People are creating memes of Peter Parker putting his glasses on and seeing Michael Jordan, then Chris Middleton. So I can't say Paul George is the face of the NBA.
Who made a meme of that? Who did that?
I know what he's talking about. I seen it though. I know what he's talking about. Yeah.
What the what?
Yeah,
I'm just saying, man.
Chris Middleton turning into
people out here riding for Devin Booker being the next Kobe. So I mean, I can say Paul George.
I hate the comparison sometimes. You hear Devin be Devin?
Huh?
Ralph just promoted my show, Bunny Jones' show without even.
What I say?
What the what?
Man, but I'm right there. If y'all know I'm a Giannis guy, but if he wins this ring, he's not the face of the NBA. I think they got Luka up next. But what I will say about Giannis is that if he wins this ring, his first 8 seasons stack up to a lot of all-time great players because he got 2 MVPs, defensive player of the year, and if he wins, he's probably gonna get the Finals MVP. Like in your first 8 seasons, you stack up with some of the greats.
You put 2 asterisks by a quick hitter. That makes sense because that's Giannis's MVP.
Q, I don't even understand because I ain't answered this question. I don't even understand how this could even come into a conversation.
Because he's a top 5 player, so people automatically assume
A
if he
top
wins
5
the ring,
player in turn to who?
to majority.
You
don't have Giannis in your top 5?
Fuck no.
In the NBA right now?
Yeah.
He probably 7.
No. He's not my top 5.
I got best with Q.
He's not my top 5.
Salty Q guy, because I said
he's not my top 5. I mean, hold on, Q. So you make that statement. Here's a serious question. So is Giannis one of these guys that you would start your team and build your team around?
Yes.
Ralph?
I wouldn't pick him over KD.
No, that's not what I asked you. Would you pick Giannis as a person to start your team around?
Yeah, he's a franchise player.
Dan?
But don't you be come on, Dan. Look, he's not Westbrook, Daniel. Stop doing that, bro.
He plays just like him. He just runs to the rim and tries to run people over, bro.
It would always. I don't know.
He's just 6'11". He ain't 6'4".
Because
see,
now,
that's what exactly.
But that matters, though. He's 6'11".
That matters.
It matters, but
as far as skill, I don't want to watch that.
I
could do that if I was 6'11", just run people over.
I want to get to why people have him in the top 5.
I don't understand.
I don't.
Like
I
Q, but here's my point.
Defensively, yeah, I give him top 5.
How can this guy be in the top 5 and he cannot shoot a jump shot and he cannot shoot a free throw? How is that possible?
Was Shaq in your top 5 when he was in his prime? Exactly. Like y'all criticized Giannis for the same thing y'all gave Shaq credit for. Now, granted, they play 2 different positions, but
and it's 2 different eras.
Hold on, now
what you trying to do? What you trying to do?
No, I'm just saying.
Hey, Q.
Shaq was the most dominant player ever to play the
in
game
this
of
era.
basketball.
Shaq averaged 44.
I mean, this ain't.
There's
no comparison.
But what is your point, though? The point is that Shaq, all he had was one move, which was back you down and dunk. That was it. But yet we criticize Giannis because all he does is drive to the basket. What's the damn difference?
Especially if you can't stop it.
Exactly. Like what's the difference?
Here's the difference.
No, he gets bailed out a lot.
Here's the difference to me. Here's the difference, Q.
I get what you're saying.
When Shaq was playing the game, the big man was a dominant position.
I get that. Yeah, I get that.
Right? So he didn't have to shoot threes and do all that. And all he had to do is get in the post and do what he do and dominate the game.
You're right.
And destroy.
Right.
That's not the case now. So Giannis, you got to be able to shoot the rock.
Why?
You got to be able to shoot free throws, and he can't do it consistently. Hey,
who said you have to though? Who said
he can only win with a perfect team?
Guy like it. So what I'm saying is, so you telling me if Giannis and Shaq are in the league, you gonna pick Giannis over Shaq?
But see, that's 2 different questions, though. That's a totally different question than what you asked. If it's between those 2, of course I'm gonna pick Shaq.
Okay, all right.
But it's a better point for you, B.
Forget all it.
For him to win, he has to have a perfect team around him because he can't shoot.
Okay, that's you can say the same thing about Shaq. Shaq had to have the perfect team around here because
because Shaq went to the finals before he went to.
Yeah, but he had Penny.
He did. He got baked by who? He got baked by who? A guy
when he did
the rim of the jumper.
But look at Shaq's numbers in those finals. Now look at Giannis before this year. Look at Giannis in the playoffs. His numbers dropped by 10, 12, 13 points if he don't have it. So you can't if a guy shrinks up in the playoffs yearly, I'm not going to put him in top 5 because he did it for 1 year.
But
same thing about Chris Middleton.
Strict yearly. He just went to the Eastern Conference Finals 2 years
ago. But
he
was averaging 17. He went from averaging 30 points to 17 points. Then he got hurt, of course. But I'm saying that's a hell of a drop off for the playoffs.
I'm gonna have to look this up. Look
it up. Now I think he had 1 game over 17 points after he was averaging 17. I think that next game he had close to 30, but he had dropped to 17 points because they built the wall.
Can you tell me your top 5?
Hold on. This is John. Hold on. Back to
I ain't talking about this year. Yeah,
it is Giannis's points per games in the playoffs. He first went to the playoffs in 2014-15. He averaged 11 points per game, right? Mm-hmm. And then it went from 11 to 24 to 25, 25, 26, and of course 29. So where the hell is this drop off you talking about?
Bro, when he got hurt, when they played the Celtics in that series, he was averaging 17 points before he had a good game. That's all he was averaging because they built that wall up. This was last year or the year before.
So you mean to tell me a guy who's averaging 24-9, 25-9, 25-9, 26-10?
That factors in every round. I'm talking about in a series. Shaq never dropped from 30 to 17 in a series. Not one. You can't find one.
So because
he was 30-something years.
So let me ask you this. You a James Harden fan, but James Harden just came up short in series, but you still claim James Harden.
Right. But James Harden ain't out there going from 30 points to 12 or whatever you want to say.
But in the San Antonio Spurs series, he went from no turnovers to franchise record turnovers. You see what I'm saying? So we can all pinpoint to certain series that each great player has had to where he's failed and came short. So that's not a good argument.
But you give me.
I'm like Ike. Q, I would like to know your top 5.
Please give me your top 5.
I would like to know your top 5. You got Giannis in your top 5.
I got Giannis in my top 5. And this is no particular order. This is Giannis, LeBron, KD, obviously. Giannis, LeBron, KD. Oh, let me think. I got y'all. My top 5.
Oh man.
Do I want to I put Kawhi in there?
No.
Yeah.
No more. I'm done with Kawhi.
Yeah. Kawhi in there.
I'm done with him.
Who would be my 5th player?
It's got to be Giannis, ain't it?
No, I already said Giannis.
Giannis was number 1.
I said Giannis, LeBron, KD,
Kawhi,
and Luka. Let me get my top 5 right there.
So, no
top 5 right there.
So Steph ain't in the top 5?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
James Harden ain't in the top 5.
Who?
I'm just throwing out names.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that in the top.
Man.
At this moment, I'm still taking him over Giannis.
Steph is 5.5, 6 right there. He's right there on the edge. He's right there on the fringe.
Still taking him over Giannis.
He's right there only because I seen what he did this season and he couldn't carry them into the playoffs by himself. So I mean that counts for something. You know what I'm saying? You
think Giannis can carry the Bucks to the playoffs by himself?
No, I'm talking about Steph Curry.
No, I know, but I'm asking, do you think that Giannis could by himself?
Did you say
LeBron could carry his team to the playoffs
by himself?
Did you say AD?
You said LeBron couldn't?
Nah, he didn't say AD.
You didn't say AD?
He didn't say
no.
Wait a minute, hold on. Stop the press.
No. Hold on. No. I'm gonna come back to you, B. Hold that thought. I'm gonna come back to you. Ike, you said LeBron never took the team to the playoffs.
That's what I was about to say.
I didn't say never. I didn't say never. You said that Steph couldn't.
Right.
Yeah, I said this season.
Yeah,
I said this season.
I said LeBron couldn't have done. He couldn't do it by himself.
When has he not done it by himself?
2018.
But I'm saying if AD
when has he not done it by himself?
That was a quick hitter, Daniel.
Quick, I was ready.
No, but that makes no sense, Ralph, because was Steph injured majority of this season?
No.
Okay, then. So that's my point. So if you have LeBron who was healthy, like Steph was,
LeBron played 50-something out of 82 games. They didn't make the playoffs. That should have been enough for them to make at least the 8th spot.
So that's missing 30-something games. That's a lot of games to be missing, bro.
If you're winning,
but they were winning.
You can't win the 8th spot. All you had to do is be 500.
Well, why y'all? See, I can't even get in this argument because y'all gonna make me defend LeBron.
That's what I'm saying because he was in the 4th spot when he got injured. He was the 4th spot when he got injured, and then he comes back.
And the Orlando Magic was the #1 record in the league and didn't make the playoffs. So you can't use when the Lakers was in the 4th spot because Orlando Magic had the best record.
A 10-year span of making it to the finals. He didn't make it 1 year. I mean, damn.
we didn't say that. I'm answering Ike's question. He said LeBron didn't make the playoffs by himself. So you can't knock Steph because he didn't make it by himself.
Yes, you can because Steph played majority of the season. LeBron did not. That's too bad.
If you played 56 out of 82 games, you played majority of the season. That's 3/4 of the season.
That's true.
I'm still lost. I'm still stuck. You gonna take Giannis over AD?
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
All I need is that good job.
Let me ask you this. Who is
now? I get it, Hendry. I get you the injury, but last year's AD.
AD was hurt last year. They just
hold on.
Averaged 27 points and 11 rebounds.
We don't count last year because somebody kept talking about bubble this and bubble that. So bubble don't.
We can go back.
Talking about no bubble.
We can go back to the New Orleans deal. When he averaged 30 something in the playoffs.
You gonna take Giannis over AD?
Yes, I don't agree with Q too often, but I'm saying yes to that.
That's unbelievable, man.
Do me a favor. Take this hand and pass.
Giannis over AD.
Leave me alone.
I need you to go into
Luka's young, so I ain't gonna knock you.
I need you to go into Beyond the Game on the book and post that question. See what the fans come back.
Ralph,
absolutely.
Ralph. Hold on. Let me ask Ralph this question real quick. Didn't AD play with Drew Holiday?
He did.
Yep. What happened with that?
I think was it first or second round?
Okay, I'm just
Who was the third All-Star when they had him?
Yeah. Who's the third All-Star?
Yeah, Drew ain't an All-Star.
Huh?
He is.
No, Drew was an All-Star one time, and that was with
All-Star this year.
So don't even do
with
that.
The Bucks though. With the Bucks though.
Chris Middleton, an All-Star.
No, don't act like Drew Holiday is
in the East, right? He's in the East, right?
Hey, legend.
He's in the East, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Legend.
So the East is trash.
Are we living on the past or are we talking about right now?
Legend. What you gotta understand, the only reason Q is taking Giannis over AD is to try to make LeBron look better. Bro.
What the hell?
It's gotta be something, man, because that don't even register to me.
That is a good point, Ike. That's a good point, though, bro.
But hold on, I'm gonna channel my B Legend again. I've been consistent. Have I not been on the Giannis train?
Yeah, you on the Giannis train?
Yeah,
that's your guy.
Years ago, you like Giannis over 80 years ago.
I like
that. I've been I ain't gonna say a big Giannis fan, but I've liked Giannis.
But I just don't believe that you would pick Giannis over
2 years ago. I don't think.
But we talking about right now, though. Even if it wasn't 2 years ago, we talking about right now. Right now, Giannis is a better player than AD.
All right,
right now.
Fuck that. No.
I'm with you, B Legend. Because I look at what you can do, all you can do when I evaluate a player, and Giannis can only do one thing.
Ain't no way.
If you had the number one pick right now, and it was between them two, you gonna take?
No, Giannis? Absolutely. Hey, without the shadow of a doubt, I would take Giannis.
I'm taking Giannis. Yep.
Ain't no way. This dude can't even make a jump shot.
There's no way.
He can't even stay healthy. So what's your point?
Oh my God.
There's a lot of dudes that get drafted.
Okay, Q. All things being equal.
Okay.
Let's take health out of the equation.
Okay.
You telling me
Giannis.
Hold on. The skill set that AD has versus the skill set that Giannis has, you're gonna take Giannis over AD.
Over a healthy AD.
Over a fully healthy AD, that may be where I have to turn the corner and go with AD.
Right. At least you keep him in jail.
But that's why we talking about right now. We're not talking about 2 years ago, 3 years ago. We're talking about right now. Giannis is a better player.
Right now he's healthy.
And AD
last year he was hurt.
No.
Last year AD was healthy.
No. You missing my point. You missing my point, right? Right now AD is healthy. He just ain't playing right now.
So let me ask you this question.
I don't want AD right now.
Let me ask y'all this question.
Go ahead, Giannis. If we talking about right now and we putting the health and all that, then you got to take LeBron out too.
But nobody brought LeBron.
I'm not studying LeBron.
You had LeBron in your five.
Yeah, that's cute.
Well, if that's the case, then I gotta take who else I gotta take out of there. That was Kawhi. I gotta take Kawhi, but I ain't doing all of that.
I don't even know why you put Kawhi in.
I don't even know why he was in there.
I don't lost so much respect for Kawhi Leonard. I can't
injury than not the
other.
So I don't know what Ike talking about, but
if
he ain't got one, Andrew. Hell.
Yeah.
He ain't got no.
Y'all keep saying if. So let's say he gets a LeBron level jumper where it's at least.
He ain't gonna get one.
How do you know?
Okay,
I'm not gonna act like Giannis is Ben Simmons.
This is how I know.
Act like
because we talking about the same people. That's just like Ben Simmons. He made our
It's not like Ben
Simmons.
Okay, but we can use Westbrook as an example. That's not like success driving to the lane that he never got a jump shot.
That's not the same
You
thing.
are
I'm gonna tell you how it's not the
you
same
are
thing.
assuming that Giannis is gonna put in the work to get a jump shot. That
And you assuming that he's not. So what's the difference?
That man been in the league, been playing ball a long freaking time.
Without that, he's still a top player in the league. Even without a jumper, like you.
But he's not.
I'm not saying that he's not a top
keeps
player.
comparing him to Shaq because they somewhat a similar
He ain't
players.
better than
They did. Shaq didn't have a jumper. Shaq couldn't hit free throws, but you still couldn't stop him down low. He's still a 60% shooter down low, and that's where he shoots most of his shots. And you can't stop it.
The hell with Shaq. There's no way that he's better than AD. I don't give a damn what you say.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you this. Outside of shooting, name me something else AD does better than Giannis.
Footwork.
Defense. He led the league in blocks, didn't he?
He's not
just one defensive player of the year. What you mean defense?
He's not a better defender than Giannis.
Wait a minute. Who won defensive player of the year?
Giannis just won defensive player of the year last year.
No, that was Rudy Gobert.
No, last year, not this
season. That was Rudy Gobert.
No, last season.
That was Rudy Gobert. He's a two-time.
No, because they were saying how Giannis was
a two-time.
It wasn't back-to-back. He is a two-time, but he's not back-to-back.
He is back-to-back. Look it up.
No, I'm telling you, B, because they were saying how Giannis and Michael Jordan were the only guys to have MVP.
The only reason why I'm gonna agree with it is because I think that they were saying if you're the defensive player of the year, why ain't you guarding Jimmy Butler?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm trying to tell him. He won defensive player of the year. So don't give me this that Anthony Davis is better defensively. So tell me, B, what does Anthony Davis do outside of a jumper that's better than Giannis?
Come on now.
His defense better than Giannis.
He doesn't.
The ball better than Giannis.
No.
Hold on, let me finish. He can handle the rock better than Giannis.
He's better with his back to the basket.
Oh, I mean, what y'all talk about, man? The dude can shoot the three. He's got a mid-range game. His game is better with the back against back to the basket.
Did I just not say? Tell me what he does better than besides shooting. He said 3-point shooting and mid-range. That's the only thing Anthony Davis does that's better than Giannis.
So what does Giannis do?
He's better on the block.
What does Giannis do? What is Giannis better than AD at?
Let's see. We can go with defense. I don't know. We can go with rebounding. I don't know what Ike talking about. Giannis is better on the block finisher. Than AD. He's a better finisher than AD.
Giannis ain't better on the block, man.
Yeah, he is.
Let me show you something.
You know why? Hold on. What did B just say about AD earlier? He won't go on the block. He won't go on the block. He don't want to play the 5. So how's he better on the block if he don't even want to go?
He don't even want to be down there. He don't even want to pay him.
He don't even want to go down there. So how's he better than Giannis? It don't make no sense.
Be legend. Anthony Davis averages more steals per game for his career than Giannis and more blocks per game than Giannis.
I know. I'm just letting him go.
Giannis barely averages over 1 block a game. Anthony Davis has almost averaged 3 blocks a game in seasons.
One of the most.
Bro, you gotta realize that some of these awards are just giving off hype. He's not better than Anthony Davis defensively. They are.
Come on, bro.
He's not better defensively than Anthony Davis, bro. Look at the numbers.
Steals. They're giving away awards off of hype.
We know that. That's why Kobe Bryant only has 1. Steve Nash was better than Kobe Bryant.
That's not why Kobe
Bryant. Steve Nash was better than Shaquille O'Neal.
No, you said Kobe Bryant. We ain't talking about.
We bringing up both of them because you could have gave it to either one of them over Steve Nash, but he got back-to-back MVP. Because he was not better than any one of them.
No, you could not. Go look at the numbers. Kobe Bryant.
I've already looked at the numbers, and I saw the team that Kobe played with.
Hey, this is all.
They got him to a 6 seed. You don't get no MVP for being a 6 seed.
But Westbrook won a MVP at the 6 seed.
He averaged.
He done something historic.
I don't care what he did.
Done in 40 years.
The first round.
But he done something that had not been done in 40 years. So if we just gonna give it to 6 seeds in hell, we might as well just give it to Jimmy Butler. We might as well just give it to anybody.
Jimmy Butler never had an MVP.
Let me tell you how silly the Defensive Player of the Year award is. Mark Gasol won Defensive Player of the Year
before. So you had a valid point. Thank you.
I can't argue that point.
Gasol won.
I can't argue that, bro. I can't argue that point, bro.
Bro, you cannot say that he's better than this man defensively. He's not better than him in no defensive. He's not better than him in no defensive statistical stat. Look it up. I'll let you look it up. We can talk about it next week. Whatever.
Y'all got AQ agreeing on shit.
Hey,
it's about to rain outside.
It's about to thunderstorm.
We don't agree too often.
Mark just saw one defensive player of the year.
I get it. Bro.
What's the point? James Harden won the MVP. Like, we know that they just give them away just to be giving them away. So what's the point?
Q is gonna take his boom, boom, boom.
That makes sense. So just throw Giannis's two out the window.
If we doing that with those MJ's out, those Kobe's out, those LeBron's
out. Hey,
if we
Legend, it is what it is.
Legend, you done with us?
Man, I'm just shocked.
Hey, Legend, I'm with you, man.
I'm
just Anthony Davis.
Like I am literally shocked that we're really having this conversation when you look at everything in totality. And you look at everything based upon what the skill set that Anthony Davis has versus Giannis, and you two guys are going to sit there and say that Giannis is better. That's just blasphemy to me.
Hey, Legend, if you
hype builds everything up, so it is what it is.
Now, Legend, if you close your eyes right now, that's Chris Jones and Pete.
Because Ralph, they can't help me understand what the Anthony Davis do that's better than
what
Giannis.
What does Giannis do better? Defense is factually proven wrong. So give me something else that Giannis does better than Anthony Davis.
He scores the ball better than Anthony Davis?
Huh? He finishes better than Anthony Davis. Yes. If you want to factor jumpers in, no, he doesn't shoot the jumpers.
He finishes at the rim when he's slashing towards the basket. Okay, but
I give you that.
AD's better with his back to the basket.
No,
he's a better mid-range player.
He is because.
We giving y'all the mid-range 3 points.
We give you the free throw.
What does Giannis do with his? Giannis was getting shut down by Jimmy Butler with his back to the basket.
Giannis can't play with his back to the basket. AD might not go down there the way he's supposed to, but when he does, he balls. Giannis don't play with his back to the basket. He comes out to the three-point line, the top of the key. He gets the ball and he slashes to the basket.
But y'all know that AD is a power forward / center. Giannis is more of a big ass small forward that has to play the power forward because of how big he is. But he's more of a small forward, so he's not going to be a better back.
Giannis is more of a power forward to me.
Giannis is just a wild gazelle. He's just a wild gazelle running up and down the damn court.
Hey, Ralph, did you know that Giannis made more all defensive teams than Anthony Davis?
Bro, all right, we on the same page, Q. You gotta tell me, bro.
That's probably because of health, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You want to keep it real.
Here we go. Hey, what did that dude say on that? What did he say? AD, see a doctor.
Yeah, he did say it. You got to see a doctor.
Come on, bro. Everybody got time.
Hey, look,
because he's injured. I'm going
to leave it at this.
Right? Greek Freak's a better player.
Some of this goes with Brook Lopez. He gets some of these buckets. But all I know is the last few matchups, you got Anthony Davis, 36-10 on Giannis and Brook Lopez, 30-9. And mostly Giannis, but
that's cute.
30 and 10. Then you got 30-9. You got 18-9. That was the last meeting. I'm just saying he can't do nothing with him, but he's much better defense. He's so much better defensively.
Hey, Ralph. That's one of them. Hey, Q. That's one of them.
Hey, Ralph. No, that didn't happen, man. Listen, all they gonna tell you is that he didn't guard him. Brook Lopez did.
Hey, Ralph. You know what? For
anybody in their right mind knows they're not
a much better shooter than Giannis. Let me throw some percentages out.
Go ahead, because I already know.
Field goal percentage: Giannis is 53, Anthony Davis 51. So there's that.
Yep.
3-point percentage. Giannis is 28. Anthony Davis is 31. So damn, Anthony Davis is so much better 3-point shooter.
And he shoots more. So that tells you he ain't.
And then free throw percentage this is for a career. Giannis is 71 and Anthony Davis is 79. So damn, Anthony Davis is only 8 percentage points higher than Giannis, but yet he shoots so much better.
You brought up field goal. The field goal percentage. You could have just kept that one to yourself because you got a man that's shooting jumpers and a man that's only shooting layups, and he's only 2 percentage points better.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's fault is that?
Get your big butt down there. Get your big butt down there.
If Chris Paul wouldn't have tricked Game 4, and Booker wouldn't have had that bad turnover in Game 5, the series would have been over. and we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
But guess what, Ike? It would not have been because of Giannis. It would not have been because of him.
But
they're not losing because of Book.
That's all I gotta say.
And it would have been.
I'm just saying, bro.
The conversation wouldn't even been had.
Well, since Giannis keeps
all I
putting
know
up
is
40,
Anthony Davis
30
is a 3-time block champ. I know that for a fact.
Hey, Ralph.
Q, this has been the one time that you have surprised me. You've shocked me.
So Ralph,
I can tell
let me
you,
ask you why. One
Hot
question
Dog
for
was
you.
on here right now, he
would be going off.
He would be.
Hot Dog.
Hot Dog was on here right now. Man, you and Ralph would be getting the business right now.
He's a Cowboys fan. Don't nobody really take him serious, bro.
Bro,
Q, outside of the why you got Kawhi in your top 5 right now?
I know. I do. That's the only thing I don't agree with is Kawhi, bro.
Best two-way player. That's why. And he carries the Clippers. And he carries the Clippers.
But he got hurt in the Clippers.
Let me check something real quick.
He keep making Daniel go to his book, man.
Hold on, let me ask y'all this. In that Mavs series, who, if it wasn't for Kawhi, Clippers would have been going home, right? In that Mavs series.
That's a bad matchup.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. All I know is
when he got hurt,
they would have been going. They would have been going home.
When he got hurt, what happened? They kept on dancing.
Zaza,
they dancing now?
No.
Okay, so that guy that they dancing with, they ain't going to the prom no more, right? But you just said so yourself. If Kawhi didn't get hurt, it'd be Clippers in the finals, right?
Yeah, but they still advance without him. I'm just saying. That's just that's icing on top of the cake.
Nah, Kawhi is the cake.
All right, Q, you gonna put this question up? You gonna put this question up on the page?
Yeah, because
I need to know what the fans got to say.
I
need to know.
Hey, Ralph, I put money on they gonna roll with AD.
Okay.
Hey, Ralph, look, check this out, Ralph.
You want to put some dew on it? Let's put some dew on it then. Hey, how many kids of dew you want to put on?
In the playoffs. Hey, Ralph, in the playoffs, this is how they stack up against each other. Giannis for career is 25. Anthony Davis is 27. Okay, 2 points, Anthony Davis. Rebounds, Giannis is at 11. Anthony Davis at 10. Assists, Giannis at 5. Anthony Davis at 2. Steals, they both at 1. You know, Giannis is 1.1. Anthony Davis is 1.3. And blocks per game in the playoffs, Giannis 1.3. Anthony Davis 1.8. So how in the hell is Anthony Davis that much damn better?
That sounds like it's better to me.
He was better in one statistical category, which is points, which is 2 points.
He was better in blocks too.
You said
1.3 to 1 point. So y'all count the 0.5. Okay.
Yeah, that's still better.
They reaching now, Ralph. They reaching
over 2, and Giannis is barely over 1. I know that.
Y'all make sure you post this up.
You post it. It's too many UK fans. They're not going to go for Giannis. It's too many UK fans.
That's what I'm going to say.
And I'm UK all through and through. I'm not just going to pick Anthony Davis because he went to UK, bro.
Yeah, most people.
I can't do it.
Everybody else.
Do y'all not realize until that man started getting hurt, they had him top 3 player in the NBA? I don't know if y'all remember this or not.
I remember that.
But the only thing is, we're not saying since their career started that Giannis has been a player than AD. We're talking right now.
He's a top 5 player.
Giannis is a better player than AD. It's that simple. That's all we're saying.
That's all
we're saying. That's it.
That's not true.
Right.
Not buying it.
What's up, Ike? What's up?
This is one of Giannis' worst years of the last 3 seasons.
What you say, Ike? I can't hear you, bro.
I'm going to change your name to Ralph Jones.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's why Jones is going to cook you. That's all good. I got your back, Jones.
Jones is in trouble.
Ain't no way in here that y'all can actually sit here and say this with straight face. This is unbelievable.
Look at my face.
Bro, that's what I said. Ain't no lies over here, bro.
This is one of, if I'm not mistaken.
What Q's doing.
No, he picked it up at the end of the season.
LeBron looked better.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna roll with you on that.
If LeBron wasn't on the same team with AD right now, Q would be saying, "Give me AD."
I'm gonna roll with you, because there's no way in his right mind that he's gonna say, "I'm gonna roll with you on that."
He don't want us to be able to playing with another top 5 player.
Greek freaking 6. Greek freaking 6.
Hey, I picked the Bucks. I picked the Bucks from the beginning.
You definitely did.
Definitely
did.
Hey, you right there. Hey,
I actually had the Bucks and the Clippers in the in the finals. And if Kawhi wouldn't have got hurt, the Clippers would be in the finals.
Hey, guess what though?
Making my case for
guess
top
what
5.
Though? This is where I got to take away from Giannis, because if somebody didn't get hurt on that black and white team, the Giannis might not be here. And I will take that away from Giannis on that.
That's true.
I will take that away from Giannis on that.
But the Nets was tight.
If he's a top 5 player, then they would have beat Brooklyn, right?
Nah, because they had
James
Harden
with that bullish. There you go.
Nah,
he's top 5 player.
They got the best player on their team though on the Nets.
Oh, that's fine, but he top 5 player.
Yeah, you heard me, Q, the best player.
Yeah, I know, but you got KD, right? You talking about KD, right?
And I'm talking about James Harden, who was the key cog who got hurt.
Hold on, Ralph. But Q don't even list James Harden as a top 5.
Because Q's disrespectful. He just disrespectful.
I want to make sure. I want to make sure we there, right?
We bring up Kobe Bryant and Q just start saying all types.
Is that a rookie?
Some people are disrespectful. We had a guy bring up Ricky Davis, and we were talking about James Harden. Like some people, you just gotta. And I'm not putting you in this category, but some people just got little screws.
That's what I said. Ricky Davis.
Ricky Davis.
Who brought him up? Who brought him up?
I'm not even gonna mention his name.
Damn that, Daniel. Put a name on it. Daniel, put a name on it.
Ricky Davis.
It's one of the guys on the sports page that always says, "Oh, I ain't respecting y'all's opinion. Y'all didn't play high school basketball, or y'all didn't make it to the college level."
Okay.
Never mind.
Just look through the sports page.
Go look through the page.
The guy that played college but don't know basketball. Clearly, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Never mind.
Hey, Dan, hit my phone, man, on the DM, man. Let me know what you're talking about.
Disrespect is one thing, but when it goes to that level, it's like, bro, you just sound insane.
What was the context he was bringing up, Ricky Davis?
Somebody was saying something about James Harden. Oh, it was showing James Harden how many 60, 50, 40, and 30-point games. He had like 150 30-point games.
I seen that, yeah. They broke down.
I don't know, 70, but yeah, he had like 5 plus 60-point games.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, he's just a bucket or something. And he was like, Ricky Davis is a bucket too. What does that mean?
Whoa.
I was like,
whoa.
But like was they saying that Ricky Davis can get buckets, or was they just calling him a bucket? Because it don't make
he was basically saying Ricky Davis was a bucket too. That don't make you good. Basically, like what? I'm like
shaped like a bucket.
Hey, no disrespect to Ricky Davis, but him and James Harden are 2 different type of buckets, bro. I don't want to be disrespectful, so I'll leave it at that.
Because I can be realistic. James Harden has not. You got to see when he left Houston, they went on a historical losing streak, which I said James Harden was the team. LeBron's got rings. James Harden ain't really got until now with the Nets. He hadn't got to play with the type of players that LeBron has. But he's the assist leader. He's giving you 8 rebounds, and he's gonna get you 35 points. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
I found that comment. I found it. While you was talking, I was researching. I found it.
So I mean,
send it on over here, Q. Hit my phone. Send it over here. I ain't got no problem mentioning the name.
Like I said, I have no problem saying that James Harden has been outmatched in most of his playoff series until, this season he just happened to not be healthy. But man, just to act like because the man don't have a ring, now he's Chris Payne or somebody.
When it comes to scoring, James Harden is top 5 all time.
Oh hell yeah!
He's already top 30.
Hell
if I'm not mistaken.
Hell yeah!
I'm not laughing at that. I was laughing at the comments.
But according to Q, he's not in the top 5.
So hold on, before I do that. So then you got called a Harden sexual.
Oh wow!
Man. Wow. You've already won when they go comment. When you direct the first, I tagged somebody that had nothing to do with them. They commented on a post that I tagged somebody else in. And then later on, I got called a Harden sexual. But every response had nothing to do with the topic. It was all trying to get personal. You know what I mean?
Send that to me. I want to see who it is.
Who I think it is?
It might be. No. It's not him. I know who you talking about, Ike, but no. It's not him. But I'm getting it together for you.
I'm waiting. Hey, Q, look.
It ain't the dude that got kicked out and came back as a fake alien.
Yeah, not him.
Q, I'm waiting on it right here.
I'm getting it together right here.
Send it on.
Why y'all bringing this up? You know what? What was that? What happened the other day, Q, where you got called out on live, bro? That's what I missed.
When you was at work, when Q was at work.
Yeah, I missed that whole argument of what he was even going at. What did Q say, that shooting guards shouldn't be the top scorer?
It didn't. I was lost because he kept.
Yeah, I was lost.
A shooting guard is not supposed to shoot because a small forward is not too small. That one kept losing me. I was like, I can't make this make sense.
What was the argument, bro?
The argument was, I just sent that to the group, but the argument was just because that's your title. Hold on. Ike, let me see this. Hold on.
Yeah, because I was lost on that. I'm like, he went live and everything. He wanted all the smoke at that. I was like, man.
Hey, D, when did this happen?
It was earlier today, bro.
Yeah, I just sent it to him. But anyways, back to Michael, which he just commented right here. The argument was just because your title is a shooting guard does not mean that you take all of the shots. And
okay.
His retort was, well, he's a shooting guard. That's what he's supposed to do. And I'm like, okay, so if that's the case, what is a small forward? What does the small mean, a small forward then, if we're going specifically by title? You know what I'm saying? So he couldn't explain to me, yeah, Mike, I'm calling you out now since you did the whole live. So he couldn't explain to me what the small and small forward meant the same as the shooting and shooting guard. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
I was confused.
Okay.
I didn't get to catch
I was
that
lost.
So
I didn't know.
And so that's what I was saying. That's why I was saying, like, just because that's your position title does not mean that's what you do.
Right.
Because otherwise, what does the small forward do? Like, what does that mean? What does small forward mean?
Right.
But you know the shooting guard is the primary scorer, or usually your best scorer. Primary job is to score. He's your backup point guard.
Necessarily.
Kind of your backup.
Not because you look at guys like Kyrie. He's a.
I'm just going by definition.
No,
I'm going by definition.
But I'm saying that's not. Yeah, it don't make you the scorer.
Yeah, I was about to say you got KD, you got
KD. You look at the Birds. You look at the Bonds. You look at Dame Lillard. You look at Tyrese.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. Tell Mike. Hold on. Tell Michael, who is telling y'all to stop it. Y'all
stop what?
Stop. I don't know about that one because, like I said, I wasn't there for the whole argument, so that's why.
Hold on, Q, stop what?
I just wanted a little understanding.
We was talking about position titles. I know somebody said KC. Look at KCP.
Oh, trash.
You say he's a shooting guard, but you
can't use example. You can't use examples of where they purposely put like LeBron on the team, and you know he's going to be the primary scorer. So you just put anybody as shooting guard. But when you look at a team where like when you draft a shooting guard, you're not drafting KCP to be your starting shooting guard.
Right.
You drafting Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan or James Harden.
Hey, put a people comment. Don't hey, this ain't me. Y'all direct that towards Mike. I was trying to explain that to him that just because you're a shooting guard does not mean you shoot the majority of the shot because you're a shooting guard. That's what I was trying to explain to him.
And to the what you just sent me.
Yeah.
That's my dog too, man.
Call him out there, Ike. Tell him he's talking crazy.
They talk about Easter.
Is that who that is?
Mr. Owens. Yeah.
Is that Easter?
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
See, he said a shooting guard is to shoot. Yeah, if you're that guy, then yes, that's what your title is. But if you're a shooting guard only in title, then you don't take majority of the shots. Like that makes no sense just because you're a shooting guard.
They put you at your position based
because
it's
two different things.
And your height.
Like, okay, a shooting guard's job is to shoot, but like Q was saying, if you're not the star player on the team, your job is not to take most of the shots. It's not to shoot most of the shots. But you also
now explain the small forward part. I mean, I'm saying, did y'all argue about that, or was it just you just used that as an example?
I was just using an example. So the shooting guard, that's his title, is to shoot because he's a shooting guard. So what does the small forward do? Like, what does the small mean?
They're only giving those titles based off of length and height.
That's what I was trying to explain to him. That doesn't define who you are just because they give you that position. That doesn't mean that's what you are. It's just that you fit that role. So you're a shooting guard, you're a point guard.
I mean, it's just like football, right? I mean, if you're offensive tackle, you're offensive tackle. You're defensive tackle. It ain't like football. Ain't like basketball. I mean, basketball ain't like football. I mean, they could throw you in as a center, but you could be a damn shooting guy.
Small forward,
small forward, whatever. I mean, shit. I mean,
but you can look at it like this in football. They have running backs who they actually only bring in to block.
Right.
That's correct.
Receive.
Right.
That's correct.
Right.
I receive. But man, we had a ball on today's show, man. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Ike, man, again, let me get this up here real quick. Don't forget to check out Spoken Minds with Chris Jones and Ike. That will be coming soon to y'all on this Thursday. And also, we're gonna be following it up with Charles and PD's Pick'em show that's gonna be coming out when the NFL season. And then Ralph, I ain't forgot about you. We're gonna have the Wildcat Weekly Recap Show, which I'm gonna have you doing that with Daniel since y'all both UK fans.
That's a bet. I'm with that.
Whoa.
You might need me get on there and every blue moon and talk some sense to people.
We doing Ralph Jones. If you listen, don't cook him too bad.
Ralph, is that what we doing? We doing a UK show,
bro. We trying to do everything.
I'm just asking the question. Let me finish answering my question,
man.
So are you doing football and basketball, or is it just basketball?
I'm with it. I'll do it with my boy Ralph. I can talk sense to Ralph.
We gotta talk. We in negotiation.
We in the talking stages of getting it together, man. Hey, I'm kind of have this fall lineup to beyond the game, man.
We got something different from that. It's gonna be something a little different. But
okay, I'm just trying to understand what we're working with.
Yes, sir.
And Q, let's not forget as we prepare for this. Let's not forget about two things. The fantasy football league that we're gonna be doing, BTG gonna be doing.
For sure.
Also, as a plug, we're gonna get on the road and we're going to historical Black college football games.
Okay.
So we're doing that too. So y'all stay tuned for that too.
Yeah, let me. I'll set that fantasy league up. Just let me know. I don't know how many teams y'all want to do. That's gonna be kind of crazy if you do a whole lot of teams. You might have to do more than one.
Yeah, more than one league.
We'll talk about it in the group chat. We'll probably have to do like two or three fantasy leagues.
I got one thing before we jump off. Mine it was gonna be better than y'all's.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Yo, what?
Mine and Jones show was gonna be better than the two.
You know what?
It's all love over here, man.
You know what? I hope you
came up.
That's friendly competition.
Hey, look! I hope you prosper and whatever it is, whatever trash y'all put out. But we are legendary. We the one that started this platform.
Hello.
So you gotta respect. We gotta respect who started it. Give deference. Give respect to who started it. The ones who laid the pathway for you.
Look at it. Look at it.
But we coming in.
I like this shit. I like this.
That's what I say. Hey.
I like this.
Me and my dog, as crazy as he is, I guarantee you, we're gonna get plenty of hits.
Like
we gonna do that cross show too.
Definitely.
Y'all bring y'all ass on the show.
Oh man, we ready to get up out of here. We appreciate everybody for tuning into another great show. But before we get out of here, as always, man, we want you to treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. And we up out of this thing, man. Peace.
Ralph.